Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember Tamir Rice? If you're unfamiliar with this, it was a 12-year-old boy who had the bright idea to point a fake firearm at police and got shot, and then his parents decided to play victim acting like he did nothing wrong, like dipshits. He pointed a fake gun at officers. Of course they're going to shoot at him. It's completely justified. Don't act like you weren't in the wrong because you clearly weren't doing your job as parents. Well, it looks like we have another situation this year, and this is occurring in Anaheim, California. Now, this is Hannah Williams, a 17-year-old girl who was unfortunately shot by police in Anaheim by a Southern California police officer. And her family is freaking out because apparently she did nothing wrong and was completely innocent, and the shooting was unjustified, just like every other one, am I right? Now, a female suspect was struck by gunfire and was transported to a local hospital where she later died, Anaheim police said. No officers were injured during the shooting, police tweeted. Police did not name the girl who died, but family members identified her as Hannah Williams. According to police, an item appearing to be a handgun was recovered at the scene. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be very important because you're going to hear a lot of bullshit coming from the family side, and I'm going to sound like I'm being a dick. Now I'm going to sound like I'm being mean to the family. My condolences for the kid. Don't get me wrong. The fact that you're acting like you didn't have some sort... This is like Tamir Rice. Remember, again, I'm going to bring up Tamir Rice probably a couple more times in the video, if not at least once. The Orange County District Attorney's Office said in a press release Tuesday that the Fullerton officer was taking his canine to a veterinarian for a procedure when he encountered the teenager. The prosecutor's office also said that the item appearing to be a gun was a fake. The officer-involved shooting occurred and what appeared to be a Beretta 92FS handgun was recovered at the scene next to the female, the press release said. The gun was later identified as a replica handgun designed to look like a handgun. But Reverend Jarrett Maupin, a spokesman for the family, told NBC News on Tuesday that Hannah did not have a gun on her when she was... We maintain that she was unarmed. A fake gun is a fake gun. Okay, I'm not quite sure if these Neanderthals grasp the concept of how firearms are perceived by normal humans. Do you guys know what a gun is? Have you ever played Doom? Have you ever played Call of Duty? A gun is a mechanical contraption that fires rapidly traveling projectiles called bullets that go through things and kill people. Wow! That's fast fact of the day. Did you not know that? Because I'm pretty sure you all did. But evidently, these people don't. A fake gun is a fake gun. And at the same time, they're saying that she did not have a gun on her. Dipshit. There was a replica gun. A realistic replica. Pretty sure the only difference then in this case is likely the fact that it wasn't a firing replica. But other than that, it was spot on. A fake, it doesn't matter if it's fake. If it looks real, okay, imagine you're walking down a neighborhood in South Chicago at like 2 in the morning, right? You're just walking, you're completely alone, you've got nothing to defend yourself with. Well, okay, you've got a gun for yourself, to defend yourself with. You're just walking, okay, and then you see somebody walking up to you, and this person's holding a gun. Now, do you, A, just ignore them, B, think, oh, I gotta defend my... Wait, no, that's just a toy. Never mind, it's no big deal. Or C, do you defend yourself? Because I'm pretty sure most logical people would go with C. And you'd be right to do so, because I don't know anybody that would just walk through Chicago and not give a fuck if somebody walked up to them with a Glock. Alright? It doesn't matter if it's fake. It's just common sense. You don't... Who the hell goes around openly carrying, in their right mind at least, openly carrying a firearm, a fake one no less? It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Again, I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for the family. But you're kind of contributing to it with your ignorance and blatant stupidity. You don't let your kid leave the fucking house with a replica firearm, especially if it doesn't have an orange tip. Because, oh my god, dude. Go ahead, leave a dislike. See if I give a shit. This is just common sense, people. I literally just found this. And I'm not doing this for clout. Anybody who's trying to say, oh, you're doing it to clout, fuck off. I'm doing this to get a point across to the idiots that think this kind of stuff is completely unjustified. Like, self-defense is unjustified when this kind of thing happens. Tamir Rice. If you remember Tamir Rice, again, I told you I was going to bring him up again. He was a 12-year-old boy, and in this case, race doesn't matter, but coincidentally, he just so happened to be African-American. And he was shot by an officer, and he was pointing it at people, pointing a fake gun at people, apparently, that didn't have an orange tip. So everybody is trying to, okay, with the Tamir Rice situation, everybody's blaming the police officer because it's racist just because the kid's black or whatever, and that the kid did nothing wrong. There is literal surveillance footage of the kid pointing his gun at police and others passerby. Of course he's going to get fucking shot. It's no surprise. If somebody walked into your house and pointed a gun at you, how would you feel? Would you just sit there and let them do that? Would you just, oh, hi? No. You do whatever you could to save yourself. Because you don't know if it's fake. You're not going to take 20 seconds to determine whether or not the gun is fake. Because by the 3rd second, you're dead. You don't have that kind of time to determine whether or not you're actually under any sort of threat. So don't come to me and bitch about, oh, you don't care about this family. It's just common sense. This video was a little bit different. I apologize. I'm sorry if I spoke fast. I just wanted to get this done because this is absolutely fucked-hearted. Alright. No. This is not the police's fault in either of these situations. It's the fault of the parents because they are clearly negligent and really don't give a shit what their kid does. So, yeah. Again, I'm sorry if I spoke too fast or if this video was different. Seeing this shit makes my blood boil. That people think that, that they're the victim, when really they're the one who contributed to the whole thing. Don't give police officers shit when these things happen. You got keep your mind open because it very easily could be one of these situations. If it's a kid, it's gonna be one of these situations because no cop would just shoot a kid unless they're a psychopath, and you don't hear about that.